All right, this is my first ever unboxing video that I've ever done in my entire life. I've seen a lot of people do these, and maybe it's just because it's the first time that I've been this excited about unboxing pretty much anything for a long time, maybe ever. I stumbled across Mark Carter Cutlery this past weekend when I was doing some research on some knives. I was actually on the Spyderco website researching a few knives there and some grades of steel. One of my personal favorite knives to carry, I own probably about a half a dozen of them, is the Para 3 Spyderco blade. This particular one's the Maximet steel that they have, but I have about a half a dozen of different varieties. This just to me feels really nice in the hand. I'm typically in a suit or a tie or a sport coat, tighter fitting clothes, professional clothes throughout the day, and just really prefer to carry this knife. I own several dozen knives, but this model just seems to really work. When I was on the website, I stumbled across an upcoming venture that Spyderco is doing with Carter Cutlery. Started researching Murray Carter, and as a result, really started being impressed by his array of YouTube videos, his obvious talents, his background, everything. I was just really enamored, and within 24 hours purchased my first knife. I have purchased a couple since, so I might be customer of the week right now. So I'm going to unbox this, and I thought it would be very fitting to unbox it with my Para 3 Spyderco blade. So let's see what happens. It's always a challenge trying to get these boxes open. It's actually a pretty heavy box, given the weight of the knife. The knife is, I believe, just about 3.5 ounces, something like that. I should have mentioned that what I got was Murray's original style knife, but I got it in the Master Smith series. So a Master Smith original knife. I guess I forgot the reason why it is a little heavier is I got a few other goodies in here too. See, I'm so excited about the knife, I forgot about kitchen cuts, part 1. I figured if we might as well get the tool, you might as well learn how to use it most efficiently. Not to be outdone by kitchen cuts, part 2. Kitchen Cuts Part 3. Blade sharpening fundamentals have been an absolutely abhorrent skill set at sharpening blades. So hopefully this will up my game, and some advanced blade sharpening techniques. Again, if you're going to own these things, you might as well know how to use them and operate them. Bladesmithing with Murray Carter. So that'd be kind of a cool thing. And Stay Sharp by Murray, signed in there. And Murray was featured in this guide several years ago as one of the master bladesmiths. So I'm very interested in checking this out. All right, this must be it. Let's see here. You're seeing what I'm seeing. Pretty rudimentary packaging, but protected nonetheless. I mean, this thing's in there. It's not going anywhere. And everything was packaged very well with those other things. So as long as it gets from point A to point B, who cares, right? Okay, there she is. I only got one sheath with this. I got the neck sheath. Actually, no, I got two. I got the neck sheath, where it is a neck knife, and then you can also tie these on the inside of your belt through here, make a nice loop so you can kind of do a belt carry. So it's a nice 2-for-1. And I also got the inside the waistband sheath as well. I figured it'd be kind of nice, either because of dress pants. In fact, again, first time I've ever touched this. I typically wear about an 1.5 inch belt, but as you can see, that fits in there pretty nicely. Whether it's, here, or whatever it might be. So it's pretty nice. And I got the original blade. I didn't want to go any longer. This is about a 7¼ inch totally unfolded. I believe the one I got from Murray is something on the order of about maybe about 6.8 inches, something like that. I don't have the specs in front of me, but that's roughly about what it is. So I didn't want to go anything that was longer than this when it's being a fixed blade. But that fits really nicely, and this thing is super light. In fact, this fixed blade is actually less weight than the Para 3. So again, really nice. The sheaths are pretty well done and made, and if they fit like a glove. I have a friend of mine that has one of Murray's knives, and these sheaths fit like a glove. So really nice, really low profile, actually more low profile than I thought it would be. Very impressed by that. I thought it would be disappointing, but I'm actually very impressed. So let's see what this baby looks like. Boy, it's pretty impressive. As you can see, Carter MS for Carter Master Series, or Master Smith Series, MS Master Smith. Very stamp on the back. And a really nice looking blade. I believe this is 180 layers on this particular blade of the Master Smith series. But just a really beautiful piece. I didn't want anything that was too flashy. Well, you do the 3-finger test, as Murray talks about, and that is pretty nice. That is a sharp blade for sure. I'm not going to try to shave with it like Murray does. I probably would end up causing a pretty not so good scene here on this video. But a really nice blade, beautiful quality. I wanted something that was functional, that fit good in my hand. And boy, that fits really good with the finger groove there, and really close to the blade. Very nice. Whether I'm opening up letters, boxes, putting peanut butter on a sandwich, whatever it might be. I mean, you're not going to hurt this blade. And obviously, have it as a defense knife as well. But just something that you can wear as almost a functional piece of a functional tool, but also, very nice looking as well. So certainly not disappointed. That wood is absolutely gorgeous. The fit, the craftsmanship. When you buy one of these knives, you're not just getting a knife, you're getting a piece of history. And you think about Murray being a 17th generation Yoshimoto bladesmith. Pretty incredible when you think you're really kind of buying into that lineage and that history and all the years that it took to acquire the knowledge and that's been passed down and that Murray himself has perfected. You're really getting a work of art. Again, I bought a couple of others, and I plan on using these knives. I know some people talk about just putting them on a shelf. To me, I think that's a little bit of an injustice. Any good knife should be put to use, and I think it's a waste of talent if they're just sat on a shelf. So I plan on using these knives and conditioning them and keeping them up as good as I can and know how. It'll be an evolving process for me as well. But boy, when you hold one of these knives, how light it is, how beautiful it is, and then the things you can't see but know about, the steel and the layering and what it takes to make something like this, it's second to none. So, maybe I'll do a little bit of a video later on about, just what my experience has been carrying this. But really, for anything else, just wanted to kind of put it out there as far as what my first impression was of something that only took about a week to get, but seemed like it took 2 years because of my excitement level. Certainly not disappointed. If anything, my expectations have been surpassed and everything I thought and hoped that this knife would be. So go check out CarterCutlery.com. Go check out Murray. Go check out the rest of the Muteki bladesmiths. 4 of Murray's apprentices that are just creating some incredible things. And again, I'm not a paid sponsor. I didn't even know who Murray was until Saturday, I believe, this past week. But just really impressed about being part of this as a client and customer of Carter Cutlery. And look forward to other knives and also we have a set of global kitchen knives and maybe replacing those over a period of time as well. Again, not a cheap investment, but an investment nonetheless, an investment in a high quality, and an investment in people that are just really good people who have given their lives to an art that is worthy of respect. So with that, have a good day.